Hey everybody, and welcome to the new Unreal Engine 4 card game that I've been working on for only a few weeks actually. So if you guys know, I've been working on my open world 3D RPG game for like 6 months or so. And I kind of started making this as a side project, and then I realized I might be able to get this card game done, this three-dimensional Unreal Engine card game done, pretty quickly, actually. And I thought that there's not too much like this out there, so I figured I'd give it a go. So, it's a three-dimensional card game. There's a lot of rules I'll be explaining and stuff, but let's just show you guys some basic stuff. So, I gave myself 50 resources, whatever I'm going to call them, to start, which is a lot. And just so I can play the cards, so it's Pegasus here. It's based in the same universe as my open world game. I'm kind of tying this all together here. And so the premise is that it's going to be the same story and everything too. The premise is, well, I don't want to spoil the story too much, but it's ancient mythology. So there's going to be like Greek and Spartan, Egyptian, all the old mythologies are going to be in this card game. And there's going to be a lot of stuff I'm going to explain here, but let's just show you guys what I've done so far. So the purpose is you're going to play this card. They have effects. Pegasus can move pretty fast, so he can move 3 spaces. So 1, 2, 3. He shouldn't be able to move again here. So Pegasus, he's 5 mana. He's a 2/5, 2 attack, 5 defense. It's kind of, some of the combat stuff is like Magic in a sense, where it's just attack, health, and so on. Let's let the computer go here before I show you some more stuff. Let's see if the computer plays a card. So computer played Pegasus. He only moved 1 space. Because I haven't done too much on the AI. I just want the AI to play cards. So let's move Pegasus here. Yeah, so third loop. Okay. So I'll explain some more stuff as I go along here. So this card here, I have 20 health. Play this card. It costs 4. Boom, 7 health. That's its effect. And also, every turn we gain a resource here. So there's a lot of things. It's going to be tough to explain here. We have the graveyard over here, or whatever you want to call it. Each deck, each character is going to have its own effects. You obviously get to build your own deck and everything like that. I've built these decks. I actually have 30 cards ready right now, but all the creatures work right now. All of them work perfectly, but it's just more of the spells. And so I only put in Pegasus and like some cavalry and stuff in this game. But I have like, I'll show you guys the cards in the next devlog, actually. I've built them all from scratch. They all look really good. I just need to play test them and stuff before I show you guys. These are the only ones I play tested. So we have some healing effects here. I put in some particle effects. So it goes up by 7 health. This one, so the next one I'm going to show you here is a spell, the Wrath of Ares. It costs, 4 mana. Deal 7 damage to an opponent. So the opponent has 20 health right now. And if I play this, it doesn't work 100% of the time, and it looks a little bit weird. But it launches a fireball, boom, it explodes. Again, I need to fix some of the particle. That looks a little bit grainy there. So if I do another one, yeah, so he's down to what, 6 health there, 9 health, something like that. 6 health, 14, yeah. Okay, so I'll play another Pegasus, move him up 3, move Pegasus here. Oh, did I use his movement turn? Okay, I used it. So end turn. The opponent's gonna go, he plays another Pegasus, okay. Plays another Pegasus. I draw a card here because it's my turn now. So we have a bunch of Pegasuses right now. So this combat here, this will work, but there's it's hard to explain here. There's supposed to be like a battle effect that appears, but I accidentally changed it to the fireball effect. So right now I'm gonna battle the Pegasus here. If they both die, there's going to be a fireball that appears, which is not supposed to happen. It's supposed to be just an explosion, but I'll fix that. So they're only supposed to battle once right now too, but I'm going to, just for this, I'm going to make them battle 3 times. So now they were 2 5s, now they're 2 3s. Now they're both 2 1s. Now they're both going to die and go to their graveyards. Yeah, okay. So again, that fireball shows up. That's my bad. But they both go into their graveyards. And let's see if I can play another Pegasus, get him moving here. Alright, let's get the other Pegasus here to the fight. Boom, fight, boom, fight, boom, fight. Alright, so that's kind of what I have so far. A lot of the spells and stuff are working. Now, I'm going to end this game right now with this card, and a win screen will pop up. But this is kind of the gist of it. Building the decks, I've been building that open world RPG game for a while, and I think the reason why I started this is because I still think I have another 6 months to go on that open world RPG before I can start to finish it, and 6 to 12 months before it's finally done. And this, I've been only working on this since January, what, 5th ish. So I've been working on this 2 weeks or so, 2-3 weeks or so, and I've come pretty far so far. Maybe even January 10th, I don't know. So what pretty much happened was, actually kind of the story behind this before I get into some more stuff, is that my girlfriend and I started playing some games like Catan and stuff again recently, and then she's like, hey, she wanted to make some dice, D20s, and I was like, I might have some because I have a bunch of Magic cards in my room that I haven't touched in 5 years. And then she's like, why don't we just try to play Magic? So we played Magic. I got into Magic for a couple days, and we played together. And then I looked online to see if I can play some Magic on my phone, and you couldn't. Magic is not updated for iOS. It's not on Steam. You cannot play Magic Arena on Steam. And then I was looking around at some other card games, and I played some other ones like Mythgard, and I tried to play a few. They're pretty good, but none of them are kind of what I want, which is a 3-dimensional card game. And that's why I made this. There's a few other comparables out there for sure on iOS, but I wanted to make a high quality one that is maybe built for PC instead of phone first, and then I can port it to the phone. So I'm going to play this last card here in the windscreen. Oh, by the way, I didn't even show you guys. There's camera controls. So yeah, camera controls. You can, I don't know why this pillar's here. Oh yeah, that's right. It was spawning me in the wrong spot, so I'm like, okay, this pillar is going to represent where the player 1 is going to start. Or player 1, and then whoever's on this side is actually player 0, actually. So another thing, I'm building this single player first and then multiplayer. So this will 100% plans on being multiplayer. I'm just building single player first to make sure it can actually, the game, I don't even know the rules yet, 100%, which is why I'm kind of, I'm building single player first so I can test it, get a player base to test it out, and then I'll build multiplayer. So you're going to play Wrath of Ares here, and this should win the, actually, do I want to play this yet? Let's just show you guys the camera. So I just built a very basic background scenery kind of deal here, where all these trees, like, look, let's go down a little bit here. No one's gonna really appreciate this, but I put in some grass and flowers that look really nice. I don't even know if we can go that low to the ground. Yeah, we can. But like, I tried to put in a little bit more detail into the actual landscape and stuff here too, so you can actually go and you can really go look up close to the cards and stuff too, look up to the ground. Every single map is gonna have different settings and stuff too. And, you know, I'd like to make the map more of like a civilization kind of tiling, which is like the level is the map in a sense. But, I don't know. We'll see. That might be a little bit too much work. I don't know yet. So we're going to just play this last card here, Wrath of Ares. This should end the game. Boom, you win. All right. Just like that. And that's really the game. That's kind of what I built so far. So you can, camera controls, you can even go like this. There's a lot of stuff I need to do for sure, but I've gotten so much done in the last couple weeks that this game might get done a lot quicker than I think, or might get done a lot slower than I think. I don't know. So, that's it so far. And let me know if you guys, so a few things here, things going ahead here. So next devlog, I'm going to show you guys some of the full cards and decks that I built. Challenge making the art for the cards. These, I cannot use the art that I currently have on the cards for the most part. There's a few that I can use because they are commons, or what, Creative Commons or whatever they're called. They're public domain. But out of the, you know, 30, 40 cards, whatever I've built so far, 25, 30 cards, you know, that's only a few. And I'm going to need to get some artists. And I looked online. There's a few that are willing to do about 25, 30 bucks for a card, 40 bucks a card. So that's a lot of money. But if you guys know anyone that gets a better price for and wants to contribute to video game art, and maybe even you can signature your card or whatever to signify that you made it, all that, I'm cool with that. So if anyone wants to do it for, you know, a better price, or wants to be a part of this actual game, and you guys want to actually be a part of this team, and maybe I could just pay you directly, like a kind of semi-salary, and you guys can get some sort of equity if you wanted to in this game, I'm completely down with that. This game, this game's gonna get done soon. So if you guys want to play a role in it, let me know. But for now, that's gonna wrap this up. That's just kind of the basic mechanics so far. I got this. One more thing I just want to say for all of you developers out there is that this game is a lot of... So building an open world RPG game is like... it's very, very difficult to program. Your programming skills have to be, you know, top notch. Like, I'm a really good programmer, I know that, but they really got to be top notch to program an open world RPG, especially by yourself. But you don't really need too many other skills. I know this is actually kind of different. Your programming skills don't necessarily need to be top notch to build a card game, but you do need to have a lot of math skills and a lot of being okay with loops, being okay with indexes and math, like a lot of floats. There's a lot of things that people don't think about when building this game. A lot of loops, and like there's even some calculus involved. It's really strange. So my comparison so far building this game with open world is that this game, easier to program, harder to think about what to do. A lot of thinking involved. Open world, a lot more programming, tougher programming, don't have to think as much. So, and I haven't had any programming problems with this game yet, because it's like when you give someone a very strict amount of things that they could do, like a card game, you're not worried about, like in an open world game, you're kind of planning for randomness. Like the player could be doing anything, anywhere in the world at any point in time, and you have to program that to make sure that the game still works. In this, it's like, nope, you can only put this there and move this and do that. But you also have to make sure that they all interact perfectly and each has their own effects. It's weird. You know, like an effect in an open world RPG game, you can really have a really cool ability done in an hour. In this, interactions they can take a little bit longer to program, and you have to think about how they interact with all the other cards and all that too. So that's gonna wrap this video up. So for my open world RPG game, I'm putting that a little bit on the back burner for now, because I do want to have a game out there before I can, you know, finish up the open world one. So I just want to put this out there. It's gonna be in the same universe, same story, all that stuff, and maybe you guys will like it, because I'm honestly, guys, I've play tested this a little bit with more cards. It's kind of fun. I'm actually having fun. It's kind of hard not to play it, which is really cool. So anyways, I'll show you guys a full game, hopefully in the coming weeks. And I mean, the game won't be done in a couple weeks. I mean, I'll play test a more full version with cards and effects in the next couple weeks. And then we'll start doing deck building and stuff. So that's gonna wrap this video up. Please check out my other devlogs and stuff on this channel. My game developer reacts. If you guys like these kinds of videos, you guys will like those. So please click on one of those and subscribe down below. So make sure you click on one of those videos, and I'll see you guys, I guess, in a few seconds. Yeah, so go click on a video. See you guys soon.